3, 2, 1.
We are back at it once again in the building tonight. We got the funny man himself, or is he the funny man?
I don't know.
Let's go. All right, Reese Da Comedian, straight from Plainfield, New Jersey.
Yo, man, let's go.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's been here before. Everybody know that.
I've been here.
But this time he's here on his own.
Let's go.
And we want to show the insight on Reese.
Let's go.
Reese,
Let's go.
welcome back, bro.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you coming on. What's new, man? What is new?
Everything, every day, man. Of course, I got the clothing line. So for the people, because I hear a lot of people always mispronounce it, but they're not wrong. It is cheval. That's goat in French, but I trademarked it cheval. So the whole word is like, it's just cheval. It's just a different, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was smoother than cheval. I thought it was like cheval, it's
So
French.
it's cheval.
Yeah, it's cheval.
Yeah, because I looked it up. Cheval.
Yeah, cheval.
Mean goat.
Cheval means goat in French.
Exactly.
But I'm not French, I'm black, so I added my culture to it and just was like cheval.
Cheval.
Yeah, so it was like cheval.
Now you say you trademarked it.
Yeah.
Now what's the process of doing that? Man, this is a jewel to drop to some folks.
I mean,
Was it hard?
the biggest jewel is this. So about the clothing line that people don't know that I found out in asking questions when you go places, like, I do everything myself, like every piece of clothing. I go get the clothes, I design it, I make them, I press them, all that. So you go places, right? And then you figure, like, when would the business people be inside of these spots that's selling the clothes?
Okay.
Usually during the day, right? Because the weekend is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Everything should be pressed and ready because everybody get paid. It's a weekend, right?
Exactly.
So you go in there during the day. When you go in there during the day, you start meeting these people who might be a little further than what you are, but y'all both on the same path. Y'all entrepreneurs trying to get y'all clothing line. So you start asking, yo, man, what's this and that? They'll put you on game like, nah, don't buy that one. That one don't run true to size. It runs smaller. Just little gems, because you might buy a whole bundle or something and think you got a large, but it's really a medium.
Now, how does that work? Now, are you doing print on demand, or are you just getting multiple shipments of things already to sell? Or are you doing like straight someone order online, or you buying multiple stuff at your crib, you got massive stuff already?
Okay, so I adopted the concept of like Audemars and these different big name watches, right?
Okay.
Where you got to have a relationship to have a brand.
Okay.
Because what I found is that, like, if somebody has something on, I'll be able to identify it real quick. Like, nah, that's fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fake. I know how you know, because I made it. Every cheval clothing thing I made, outside of a few, because I put my mans down on it after, some street stuff happened. He was looking for different things. I'm like, yo, I'm going to do this clothing line, we can lock in. We've been friends for mad long. Let's get to it. So, I do got a partner. He ain't as invested in me, but he there. You know what I'm saying? But not as me, but you know what I'm saying. It's an umbrella.
Now, where folks can get the clothing at? I mean, or you got? How can they get the clothing? Because you just
gotta contact them.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta contact them. Yeah. But it's more like, I build culture with it, you know what I'm saying?
I see the post.
Yeah, I incorporate the music, the scenery,
exactly.
And it's a vibe, to me, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, people it's a conversation within the name itself. Like, people be like cheval, and I'm like, nah, it's cheval.
Cheval.
So just off that alone, I know if you had the right conversation or not.
Cheval.
Right? I know if you say cheval, I know you haven't spoken to nobody that's really in it.
That in your brand.
Yeah, now,
French motherfucker gonna be cheval.
Which is fine.
Exactly.
That's what the conversation is about. I want you to have to come to me. How you say that?
There it is.
That's another way to engage.
Because all jokes aside, I didn't come to you. I just looked it up to see what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
I see the goat. So I said to myself, I'm not a dumb nigga. That got to be goat in Spanish or some shit. That's what I said to myself.
And you want to know the God's honest truth, right? how I even got it, and it's a blessing because I look at everything like, yo, man, everything happened for a reason, right? Real talk, I was doing GOAT. It was just gonna be GOAT with the GOAT symbol, .OAT. I looked it up. I'm like, it's available to trademark it. So that was originally gonna be the thing, but it was gonna be. I had a definition for it. It was called. It was actually gonna stand for grinding over all that talking.
Got you.
But what happened was, I had put it out too soon, right? And somebody started running with it. Like I saw something that was very identical, so I hit
Because
them
you see
one
gold
night.
everywhere now.
I hit them one night, but it was exactly like the shit that I put up. I've never seen it before. Like from that standpoint, if it was out there, then it was out there. But I didn't see it like the way I had it. But then I seen it, so I hit him. I'm like, yo, how, long story short, maybe 1 in the morning, and I just want to let y'all know something, right? If like I don't know how much of the internet play a role in y'all life, right? But if you got a problem with me and you call me, right, and we directly connected, right, you can't get around that no more. You're supposed to get around that before the conversation even ensues. Like, if you talk to me and I can't be like, hey, yo, you gotta go talk to my man now. Because then now the conversation is fucked up. I already done sunned you at that point. So now it's either like, wait a minute, nigga, you telling me to go talk to somebody else about you. It don't make sense. I'm not booking you for nothing. It's a personal matter. I don't need to, he can't talk for you. So what happened was he was like, oh, talk to my managers. I'm like, yo, fuck that. I ain't talking to your managers, nigga. I'm
talking to you right now.
to you. Long story short, they go from there, and then they go online, and then the subliminals start taking place, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, damn, like, yo, I don't understand this shit. Like,
Now, is this some comedy shit?
nah.
Now, when
Just
you
some regular
now when you say
local shit.
okay, all right.
But it happened, but I'm telling you, that's how the Chavour came about. Cause I say, you know what? I said, everybody running with the GOAT shit, right? So I said, cool. I said, yo, that was too simple anyway. Right? It was too close to everybody's shit. I was like, Chavour. All right? Started looking up GOAT, different ways to say it, different shit like that. Right? My name is Maurice. That's a French name. I say French Maurice. I say Chavour. I said Chavour. And I said, nah, Chavour. Sounds crazy.
Now, did you look up the word Chavour?
No. No, Chavour is not a word.
It's not a word.
It doesn't exist. It's
Okay,
not even,
that's what I was trying to say.
It's not even spelled correctly.
All right.
Yeah, it's a word now, but
Now
it's not a word. But that's how that happened. But like I said, that was a blessing, yo. Like, 'cause real talk, Chavour wouldn't even be here. It'd just be some goofy shit that probably everybody thought of, but probably didn't get to the mall to print up yet.
So what kind of pieces you got? Hats, shirts?
You got everything.
You got everything. All right.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like I said, I'm a walking billboard. That's how I treat myself.
So now that's the whole point. So that factor in cool with the comedy. So when you go on stage, I'm taking you wearing nothing but Chavour.
Yeah, or SelfMade.
Or SelfMade. Now that's another one.
Yeah, SelfMade is different umbrellas. People be like, I got different, like,
As you should. As you
like
should.
you see, like I got the pardon me, I got the Chef Chubby, right? I got the Reese Da Comedian. I got the music, the comedy spoof, Reese Da Barbs, right? I got the clothing line, right? So I'm watching these people and I'm like, yo, y'all getting y'all brands stolen from y'all, but when you really sit down in the grand scheme of things, these don't even be y'all brands.
Now, question, because I be trying to do the same thing as you saying right there. I got a bunch of things under one umbrella. And sometimes one project gets pushed back because I'm focusing on this project, or this project might get neglected because I got so many things on my umbrella. Like, I do the podcast, we do the bourbon thing, I do the catering, we do the cafe. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
Yeah.
So how do you able to balance the clothing, the comedy, the music?
I wear my clothes, right? That's the Chavour aspect of it. I tell the jokes. That's the Reese Da Comedian aspect of it. I come out to my own music. That's the Reese Da Barbs aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? And if I produce my own show, then I would cater my own show. to where you come in, you can buy the food. But that's all one motion. It's nothing, I don't gotta separate time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would go to the mall and buy clothes. I would take time out to say, I gotta look fly, I can't be no bum on stage. So instead of doing that, right? Yeah, cause you can't, cause I could say what I want. I could do what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Like that's what being, and then it all comes back to being self-made.
Exactly.
Right? I made myself. I made my own clothing. You know, and then on top of that, like even the lingo, like the no freaky, like that came from me. On the deeper than comedy, no freaky.
What's going on with that?
Well, the dude that had the station, he said that the station got sold. So you know, obviously
Because that was every Tuesday night.
We was every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said the station got sold. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I wasn't that knee deep in the business.
So y'all can't, are you gonna try your own station now, or y'all just gonna do something?
I was gonna open, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was gonna open my own station. Like I already had the building, I had the room and all that, but then I was just thinking, I'm like, yo, I gotta take the cape off and just handle my own. How I'm gonna open the station to be reliable for however many people, and I'm still figuring it out for myself.
Exactly.
I ain't trying to jump the gun no more. Too many people, like I see that a lot.
That's putting something else under the umbrella now.
Yeah, yo, listen, you ask for a blessing, but the faster you get it, the faster you give it away. You can't do that. God gave you the blessing, it's for you. Just like when, that's why I don't hate on nobody. You feel me? I don't hate on nobody. Like, bro, you come in, I'm gonna be like, yo, word. Like, yo, this
that's
fire.
the problem with a lot of folks. Folks don't want to big up the next man. Folks don't want to say, I'm proud of you, brother. You did all right today. You know what I'm saying? I see what you're doing. You're doing all right. It's all that. Not how we live. It's always trying to pull down. But we trying to teach a way where, yo, I like to see a motherfucker do good.
Yeah, but
like me, I would love to see you on TV and doing things like Mike. What Mike was doing. You just telling me last week about the old boy you in the movie. Like he doing stuff. We got to keep moving. I mean. And don't get like I told my man, where's your he got a channel, right? And he's like getting like maybe 10, 15 views and things like that. So I'm like, look, it ain't all about the views, yo. Right now, you're building yourself. You're trying to see if you can put content out there on a regular basis. When folks see that you putting content out there on a regular basis and you actually trying, the views will come.
Yo, this is the reality. Yeah. This is the reality of the view thing. The reality of it is, it don't matter how many views you got.
Exactly.
It does not matter, right? And I ain't saying that because I'm trying to downplay having 1 million views. I'm telling you, it only take one person. Just one.
Yeah, one person to see it.
Just one.
Yeah. I hear that, right? I heard that.
Just
only take one person. That one person see what you was doing, right? They feel you.
But this the real thing. If you really busy, if you really focus on your craft, if you really out here like, yo, it does not matter. Like, yo, the reality of it is this. I've been doing comedy for about 7, 8 years, right? The reality is I fail every day for 8 years straight.
Most definitely.
Because I ain't where I need to be. I ain't get over there yet, right? So when you think about that, you got bigger fish to fry. I got 8 years every day worth of failure. Why would I be worried about if you viewed it or not? That's not a part of my goal no more. The moment I stopped caring about who was watching and just put the show on, I got better at what I did. Because the reality of it is this. It don't matter who in the room. Who is you? Right? That's the reality. And if you keep going and going, one person gonna go outside and be like, yo, it ain't a lot of people in there, but that motherfucker funny as hell in there, yo. And then motherfucker, word, yeah, I was just up in there, it's packed as hell. All it take is word of mouth. One person get online, post your video, you hosting, keep going. That's it. That's the way I view it. Keep going.
So what's the next? What's on the comedy venture?
August 6th, correction. I'm at Marlowe's in Irvington. You know, I'll be there. I got the Jungle Roast League. You know the Roast League.
Yeah. We was doing that before. We was talking about that. Now what's going on with that?
I took a break from that. Like when the pandemic happened, I was moving around. I was traveling state to state. I was going to places that was open. I was in Atlanta, Houston a couple times. I was on the Young Jock Shorty radio show.
Okay.
I was doing that. I was doing that like twice a week from over the phone. Like, you know, they do like the ride or die chick, like a segment. I was doing that. Yeah, so
Now, do you got a YouTube channel or anything out there?
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I ain't been all the way invested in the YouTube like I should. And then it was like I was hearing my jokes places.
Cause you
Like
got that's
yeah,
what.
I was hearing my jokes places, and I was like, no exclusive. Like and it's like I ain't trying to overthink nothing no more. Like now I'm just like, yo, if you know where you going, you can never get lost. That's just the way it goes. So now I'm like, I don't need to go that way no more. Like you can't trick me into believing something over there that I ain't really interested in. I know I need to go this way. That's the way I go. And like you try to build, like even
So
with,
you getting booked like word of mouth type, or
nah,
how you getting booked, things like that.
easy. You apply for a job.
I mean, all right, yeah, I don't know.
Right,
I'm
you
trying to figure it
apply.
out. I'm trying to figure it out.
Same concept, right? I don't know what y'all think.
Yeah,
No,
let me.
no,
Yeah,
not you like
yeah.
that, but I mean like in general, like I don't know what y'all think. Like, listen, this is the reality of it, right? You want to be viewed. I always say you are who you think you are. I put that up a lot. Like you are who you think you are. Like yo, when you wake up, like yo, it don't matter. Like you're gonna act like who you think you are, right? You get a little money, you get big headed. What you gonna act like a big headed nigga? That's what you gonna do, right? Your confidence shot, you gonna act like you got low self-esteem. Your confidence high, you gonna have high self-esteem. It's about what you think. So I always say you are who you think you are. So when I wake up, I be like, never about tomorrow, always about today, right?
Okay.
So when I get online and then I'm looking at local people, I go to thinking about it. How many people from my city woke up that can actually book me for a show? So from that point, I already got the landscape. It don't matter if I put a post up and you like it 2 times. You wouldn't be able to book me if you loved it. That's the reality. You know what I mean? Know
So
where
how
to
do you
put it.
get booked? So when you say it's like a job, what you got to do like a audition or
Nah.
so I want to know
Okay.
how say if I wanted to be a comedian, right?
Yeah.
And I want to get my feet wet and I want to touch a stage, and I know I can't go touch goddamn comedy club in New York. I know I can't go touch certain stages like
Who told you that though?
I mean, because I'm just coming out.
No, but who told you
No,
that?
no, I'm just saying in my head. That's what
Nah,
I'm
but I'm
thinking.
saying though, that's
So that's what I'm trying to get
that's the
from
problem.
you. So how do
If
we?
you want to if you want to get your feet wet, you got to go close to water. You
Okay.
can't be in your hood. You can't be in your block. You can't be at work talking about I want to get on stage. Ain't nobody put me on the stage. Have you ever seen a stage in your life show up to where you was at?
Not at all.
You got to go to a stage.
Okay.
People go on tour. Why? Because they got to go to the stage. So if you want to get on, right, go out just like you do anything else. You network, right? You host in a room. I want to get on. You gotta like a strict show going, right? You got a strict line. Like you like, yo, I got this and my couple comics and we off, right? I go introduce myself. Yo, what's up, peace, brother? I'm whoever I am. Boom. Look, man, I see you do a show. Look, man, if you ever need somebody to open up for you, I can open up for you. Here's a few of my clips. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's
And
what
then
I'm getting at. All right.
and then it's just like the hustling game. I give you a little free dope, 5 minutes worth. As soon as you get the, ooh, what's that? Your head get into the clouds. You got to pay for the rest, right?
I got you.
That's walk out. I don't even stay.
Yeah,
That's a part of the gig too. You pay me to stay.
most definitely.
I,
Now,
so I gave, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like you don't like you ever see somebody hand somebody something, sell somebody something to just stand there all day and wait for you to come back? Nah.
because there's a lot of comics out there now, and I'm starting. I mean, there's been a lot of comics, but now I'm starting to see it's really getting popular again. Because in a way, in my eyes, stand up is similar like with the hip hop community, with being a stand up comedian and like some of the black stand up comedians. So hip hop and stand up comedy like it goes hand in hand. And because it go from the cracking on folks to go from the shit like that. But the thing is, I'm seeing a lot of folks is doing a lot of comedy, and what makes you stand out from the other folks?
Well, I just like
What will
this
make me want the book Reese Da Comedian?
because everything you gonna hear you never heard before,
Okay, okay.
right? You never heard before. It's no gimmicks. It's no none of that. I'm just gonna come and I'm gonna deliver. And like I ain't with the politicking. Like the politics is gonna win the popularity. You know what I'm saying? Just like no name, no blame. You got to telling me about somebody that you was like, damn, they just not funny, right? Like, but it's a different ball game.
Because everybody ain't funny all the time.
Man, no.
Wait, what? So you funny all the time?
No. I ain't saying I'm
Okay.
funny all the time.
Right.
That's no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like, you ain't gonna have to make no excuse when I leave.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have to be like, yo, this nigga had an off night. No. What? Nigga. That's ain't no off nights if you really come on, man, listen. The bottom line is this. You niggas think it's a game because this is the reality. I'm gonna talk crazy.
Yeah, let it be known.
Right? You niggas think it's a game because you putting videos up to people that you know and they liking it because they know who you are. When you get in a room full of motherfuckers that don't know who you are, only the strong gonna survive. You really got it's just what you present. It's not about, yo, I know him, I went to school with him or her or none of that. It's like, yo, is you funny? Right? And you got to know how to go in that room and understand this shit that I'm doing ain't working tonight. What else I got? And if you ain't got nothing that work, then what that mean? Right?
Gotcha. Totally.
Now, it's a game, though. But that's what I'm saying. It is like a sport. Just because LeBron had 10 points tonight don't mean he ain't the GOAT.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Right?
Because a lot of folks, I mean,
or don't mean he had a bad game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And for the viewers, right? I'll give you a dope analogy since we're talking about LeBron, right? People think to be the best, you gotta have the best numbers. That's bullshit. LeBron a pass first person. LeBron show love to everybody else, get people jobs, do that, right? He don't even score first. And he the leading scorer. So it's just about if you do everything right, you'll be around long enough to be able to surpass everybody. Right? You do shit quick, you're gonna go out with a bad leg.
so what on your end, what kind of comedian you consider yourself as? What
I'm a reality.
reality?
I'm a reality. I talk about like roaches. You know, like when I go there, like, you know, I might go to Norg, I'll start talking about like, yeah, yo, it's just like my comedy is more like, you know, when they feel that shit. When I get off, they appreciate it. Like when I get off, I start talking about the cable man, the crackhead going on the